Hey guys, my name is Jude Paris, and I got third place at the Dallas-Fort Worth Regional playing PK Hero. So let's get started with this deck profile. So starting things off, I played 3 copies of Vision Hero Vion, 3 Armageddon Knight, and 3 Dark Grepher. These were our starter cards for the deck. Very powerful. Armageddon Knight and Dark Grepher have the ability to send any Dark to the graveyard to basically toolbox to our deck and help extend even further. Vion exclusively sends hero cards, so it was a little bit lackluster, but still important because Malicious is just so powerful. Then our other 5 hero monsters played 2 copies of Shadow Mist and 3 copies of Mali. Shadow Mist was our main target to special summon off of Isolde, and if we didn't special summon it off of Isolde, we usually special summon off of a Hero Lives. So searching the mass change is really important for the Gumblar combo. I feel like this deck's Gumblar combo is a lot better than most decks, like the Goki deck, just because we have that Dark Law, so those resources that they are pitching from hand, they're losing permanently because they're going to get banished. Then we played a small Phantom Knight package, 3 Silent Boots, 2 Ancient Cloak, and 1 Ragged Gloves. Ragged Gloves is really cool because it lets you play through Droll. Boots is by far the best one, just because if you see Boots plus any other Phantom Knights, that's 2 monsters on board, which is usually what I want to see because we just want to extend as hard as possible and just go ham turn 1. Then our last 2 dark monsters, we played 1 copy of Destrudo, 1 copy of Ibli. Ibli's there for nightmare combos. Destrudo was there basically as an emergency extender. If I wanted to link climb a little bit higher, that's what Destrudo was used for. I usually sided out games 2 and 3 because Destrudo really sucks in time, and I already have cards that in this deck other than Destrudo that pay half their life points. So it was okay, but moving forward, I'm probably going to cut it. Then for our hand traps, we played 15 of them. 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Droll, 3 Veiler, 3 Gamma, and the almighty Driver. Played 15 hand traps just in case if I had to go second, I would be able to see at least 1. Moving on with our spells, we played 3 Drone, 3 A Hero Lives, 3 Mass Change, and 1 Mass Change 2. So I did not play Engage in this list simply because I couldn't get my hands on it, couldn't borrow it, and I didn't feel like buying it. Worked out in the end because those 3 slots that were supposed to be engaged ended up being 3 more hand traps. And they were effective, but moving forward, I feel like I should just play the engage, but it worked out in the end. Hero Lives is busted. I especially love it. It never came up, but a Hero Lives, you're supposed to activate it. They see that half your life points. Most people are like, oh, Ash, and then you Gamma, and that's game from there for most people. And Drones was amazing, but you know, it's only good in the opening hand because it's one of the starters. You get the drones out, and it doesn't matter if they Ash your normal summon of Vion or your normal summon of Armageddon Knight from there. Our next lineup of spells are our equipped cards. We played 5 of them. Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, DDR, Moon Mirror Shield, Noble Arms Aphrodite, and Living Fossil. We played 5 equips because we usually want to summon a level 4 off of Isolde or a level 3. And the thing I like about all these equips is they all do something for the most part. So we try to run equips that if we draw, they're not complete bricks. Then our last spells, 1 Rhoda, 1 Foolish, 1 Reborn, 1 Soul Charge. Not really much to say about these cards. They're broken, and they're at 1 in this game for a reason. Then our traps, 2 copies of Phantom Knight Shapergan, and 1 Fogblade. Fogblade's the only real trap in this deck. Shapergan is basically another extender. Fogblade can serve as an extender. I like Fogblade because it's both an offense or defense card, because I can get it to graveyard to be offensive and start special summoning more monsters, or I can just set it and use it on an opponent's monster defensively. So Fogblade's really cool like that. Moving on to our extra deck. For our Link 4s, we played 1 Firewall and 1 copy of Topologic Gumblar. So these two cards are the only Link 4s. Gumblar's there for the hand loop combo. Firewall, I played it because there's a lot of nightmare combos that you can do in this deck that just help you draw more cards, and that's what I'm really trying to do, is dig deeper into the deck for either more extenders or more hand traps, so that way after I Gumblar the opponent and we both pitch a total of 4 cards, I will hopefully be up on card advantage, and the cards that the cards that randomly get selected from the hand will be hand traps. Will not be hand traps. For our Link 3s, we played 1 Ningrisu and 1 Summon Sorceress. I know in Michael Forner's build overseas in Europe, they did not have access to Summon Sorceress. So that's one reason I'm playing the Firewall and all the Nightmares, is because we do have Summon Sorceress over here in the US. So I can do a lot more nutty plays because of this card. Then the rest of our Link monsters played 2 copies of Isolde, 1 Wee Witch, and 1 Kagari. Wee Witch is really cool. It's Dark Mrs. Radiant, so sometimes if the game gets really grindy, I can summon it and it just puts a crap ton of damage on board for no reason. We all know what Isolde does, and Kagari is there for what I like to call the malicious combo. So you summon the drones, you make Kagari, add back drones, activate drones again, then you tribute the Kagari to summon malicious. It really sucks, but sometimes it's the only way to get it out of hand. Then our Nightmare package, which consisted of 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Goblin, and 1 Mermaid. Basically all the Nightmares except Griffin. Griffin's a little bit too difficult to make, and I feel like running a 3rd Link 4 in this deck would be kind of pointless. Griffin's redundant because we're already ripping cards from their hand, so what's the point of having a Floodgate monster on the board? So, yeah. These were really good with Firewall, too, for those insane combos, similar to the ones that Goki does. And then last, we have our 2 fusion monsters, Master Hero Darklaw. Really ecstatic that I got to play this card in 2018, and it didn't completely suck, so that was pretty fun. Then our side deck. So my side deck I felt was pretty weak, but again, it worked out in the end. So we played 3 copies of Red Reboot and 3 copies of Twin Twister. These were for stun and Altergeist, of which we only saw 1 stun deck the entire day, so thank God. 3 Called by the Grave for when I was going first. 3 Sphere Mode. And 2 copies of Cherries, along with 1 Double Helix. I saw no spirals all day, so this was dead. Moving forward, this side deck can stay the same. I'm a little bit shaky on the Sphere modes. Helix will definitely come out for another Cherries unless like Spiral becomes popular again for some odd reason. But yeah, sideboard worked out. So quick tournament report. Round 1, I played against Stun. I won that matchup 2-1. He ended up winning the dice roll, so I thought the match was over from there, but I managed to steal the win in Game 3 because I drew Moon Mirror Shield, equipped it to a Phantom Knight Boots, and just beat over every one of his Stun monsters, and kept drawing little guys, normal summoning them, and poking with them. And he desires, and I think off the desires, he banished most of his monsters, including his 3rd Mirror Force, because he did resolve 2 of them during that game. So I stole that game from him. A lot of fun. Round 2, I played against Laranoids. I won 2-1. BA in round 3, 1-2-0. In round 4, I faced my only loss, which was Time Lords. He 2-0'd me. I opened up a Hero Lives and went first both of those games, and that was my downfall, really. Round 5, I played against Goki, 2-0 win. Round 6, I played against another Goki, 2-0 win. Round 7, another interesting matchup. Played against Cyber Dragons, that was a 2-1 win. And round 8, I played against another Goki, which was a 2-0 win. Big shout out to the Goki player I played in round 8 who swapped me with Firewalls. His deck was mostly German cards outside of the Firewall, so we decided to swap, and I got a Spanish one, so that was pretty cool. And shout outs to my car as well for getting me there, because those are the most important people. They got me to the event. So big shout out to Stephen Liu, John Dow, and Rigo. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With you guys for a couple years now, and it's been a lot of fun. Big shout outs to my playtesting group for meeting up with me at tea shops during the week, in Denny's. There's too many of y'all to name, but y'all definitely know who you are. Y'all are the greatest. Shout outs to all the Houston locals for providing me a place to play with, a place to chill. Especially Heroes Collectibles, Senpai's Cards and Anime, and Cytex Gaming. Y'all are amazing locals, and I'm just so blessed to have all these amazing friends and people and locals in my life, and that Houston has such a big, thriving Yu-Gi-Oh community, and I love it so much. So yeah, that's my deck profile, and remember, you too can top with Rogue.